Home robots have been the stuff of sci-fi dreams for decades, from Rosie the robot to Bicentennial Man to Megan. That last one's more of a nightmare, but you get the idea. Now many robot companies are hoping to surf the AI wave right into your home, but household robots seem to be lagging behind AI and even industrial robots in terms of adoption. Whether you eagerly await the day a robot can do your laundry or you shudder at the thought of one of those artificial humanoids around your loved ones, this video will explain the biggest hurdles that home robots still have to overcome before making their way into your house. First and foremost is safety. Nobody wants to buy an unsafe robot, and no robot company is likely to last long if it's selling one. Most autonomous robot demos are conducted behind a physical barrier or in a controlled lab environment away from people. Home robots are necessarily around people, sometimes in very close proximity. Pinch points could grab an unsuspecting person or pet and possibly cause harm. Companies like Liao and Figure have added soft clothing to their home robots to reduce the risk of pinch points or collisions causing damage. There's also the risk of robots falling on someone. Making robots lighter and improving their balance can help with that, but it still poses a challenge. Another big issue is autonomy. A truly useful home robot would have to be able to do tasks without being micromanaged. The home environment is chaotic and ever-changing. New furniture, a blanket falls on the ground, all of these are obstacles that a home robot will need to adapt to. Early stage home robots aren't ready for that yet. For example, the Neo robot is available for pre-order, but the company is warning potential early adopters that the robot will need to be teleoperated by what it calls experts for most at-home chores while it works toward building greater autonomy over time. Autonomy requires massive amounts of data. This can include videos of people doing things, teleoperation data, and data created through training and simulation. When you think about it that way, it makes sense that AI chatbots were the first to come on the scene and cause a stir because of the massive amounts of text data humans have collected on the internet and the sophisticated tools that already existed to crawl through and organize that text data for things like search engines. AI that animates a robot, sometimes called physical AI, is much more complicated and requires a robot body and awareness of that robot body, all of which are added levels of complexity. And once the engineering challenges are sorted, there's still the even more sensitive issues of privacy and trust to overcome. Would you trust a stranger around your kids, your loved ones, and your most treasured possessions? How about a stranger teleoperating a robot? To be clear, anything with cameras, microphones, or other sensors that gather data and connect to the internet inherently poses some privacy risk. Vacuums, smart home assistants, home security cameras, and smartphones have all faced privacy concerns. But giving something like that arms to wield weapons and legs to chase you doesn't help. There are home robots which ditch the legs entirely, which may help with getting to market quicker, simplifying the design and development, and perhaps lowering the cost. These robots may struggle with stairs or obstacles, however. So how do you make a humanoid robot feel more relatable? It's all in the eyes. One X spaces out its two cameras at the same distance on the face as human eyes. Light rings on each side also let people nearby know what mode the robot is in, including a blue color indicating it's being remote controlled and a progress bar for when it's charging. For added privacy, One X says owners can set no-go zones inside their home or opt out of sharing data with One X for improving their robots. The company also says that it can blur human faces, though there are still other ways that cameras and related software can identify individuals. The foundation of trust is communication, but how will people communicate with home robots? Will they speak to them via some sort of embedded chatbot? And if so, how will parents be able to know that these chatbots are safe to speak with their kids? This of course makes one think about the numerous horror stories of AI chatbots' role in accelerating mental health crises, sometimes dubbed AI psychosis. But maybe the robots won't talk at all. Some companies are already trying this. Agility Robotics added eyes to its digital robot, but not to see. Digit's animated LED eyes communicate to people nearby where it's planning to move, and for good measure, the robot also features a cute chirpy digital language where it narrates every move that it's making. So you're not left wondering what the heck your robot is doing. Placing. So you can see it's kind of talking out the different tasks it's doing. In my view, the best way that companies can generate trust with their robots is by putting privacy controls in the hands of the people who actually work with these robots, both at home and in the workplace. Trust can also be built with more transparency in promotional videos. Companies need to clearly label every video to explain if tasks shown are performed autonomously, via teleoperation, or something in between. Companies seeking to build trust can also bring these robots into real-world settings where the public can meet them face to artificial face. It's not hard to look at home robots and think, why not just hire a person who can use that money for their family to do this job, instead of pouring thousands of dollars into a robot? The sales pitch presents robots as the answer to a labor shortage, but one could also characterize this moment as a shortage of well-paying jobs. What do you think of home robots? Are they the way of the future, a sci-fi pipe dream, or something in between? Let us know down in the comments, and to read more about home robots, check out this month's cover story on CNET.com, link down in the description. And while you're there, please like and subscribe for more stories that make you say, what the future?